The Free State Department of Education is at it again, making sure they raise the bar, close the gap, and support learners at every grade. Today marks the beginning of a solid foundation as the Fezile Dabi district celebrates their first ever primary school's Welldone function. And this is all happening at Lihuto Primary School right here in Zamdela, Sosselberg. So stay with me, Babes Wama Welldone functions.
The first primary schools award ceremony he will be addressing. There's never been one. It is an inauguration of good things to come. And I took this from him. You usually say, as Free Staters, we must be pathfinders. After we have found the path, others will then follow. We must go out there and be adventurous in nature. And he's also the person who made me to understand that even if I am not a civil engineer, that I am not a chemical engineer, that I'm not an electrical engineer, but what I know is that I'm also an engineer. I'm a social engineer. When they want to take their children to school, they all have to queue to 2 schools or 3 schools. When there are 15 other schools, we must change that culture so that we can close the gap. So we must close the gap between those schools that are doing well and those schools that are not doing well. And we must support learners in all grades. All the learners must be supported, whether they are in grade R, whether they're in grade 1, and so on. So all of them must be supported. But I must say that I'm speaking to the converted here. I know that you are listening very carefully and you are taking some of the things that may actually support you. So thank you very much, Fezile Dabi, for organizing this event. Because I know, as you said, it's for the first time that you are able to come in to discuss with the teachers of primary schools to know what our vision is. We want to be number 1 in SACMEC. We want to be number 1 in the whole of South Africa, in SACMEC. We want to be number 1 in PEARLS. We want our children to be able to read and write properly, appropriately. We want our children to have critical thinking. They must be able to do mathematics. They must be brave. They must be encouraged. They must be loved. Because through those ingredients, we should be able to have a better country. Then MEC, we are also going to award our best teachers who represented this district at provincial and national level during NTA awards, to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, those teachers that are doing us so proud. And lastly, we'll be awarding the best school in terms of all-inclusive basket of criteria and others. We also have the best school in extra and core curricular activities. Then that will be it for the day.
It is a privilege for me to present to you today the schools with highest number of learners obtaining level 7s in both English and mathematics. It is with great pleasure that I join you here today to present the best performing teacher for English First Additional Language. It is indeed an honor and privilege for me to stand before you, to come and witness this auspicious event, one of its kind, in awarding the teachers in the category of natural sciences.
The Office of the District Director wishes to present the following awards to these special teachers. Teachers, you are not just golds, but you are platinums. From the bottom of our hearts as the Education Department, we wish to thank you.
As it has been highlighted, I'm only going to announce the schools with the highest number of learners obtaining 50% and above for all subjects.
Good afternoon, my name is Sean Strydom. I am the incredibly proud principal of Parys Primary School. What an honor it was today for us to be nominated at the Fezile Dabi School's Welldone function. Amongst others, we've won awards for Netball School, Athletics School, as well as our participation in last year's Astro Quiz. I am very grateful for the fact that I've, let's say, inherited so many capable educators and passionate educators as I'm a new principal to the school. And my advice to other principals would be is remember to surround yourself with people who can do the job and who are passionate and people who are willing to take the lead.
Remember, this is an event that has not been happening anywhere in the district, anywhere in the province. We are doing this to recognize the good work that is done by our teachers, by our principals, by everybody else involved in schools.
When you really want to do good, you have to start from grade R and you have to bring those children up so that it's 7 years, 8 years work. And we have lots of teachers that support us, our parents, our learners, good relationships with the department. We are very privileged.
We are happy with this initiative. Thank you very much for asking me.
Our learners are ready. They've shown determination. The parents are ready. All what we need to do is to give those children support. We've raised the issue again of mathematics. We want more and more children to do mathematics. And that love for mathematics starts in the primary school. So today I'm very, very happy that we spoke to the most relevant people, the people who understand our language, and everybody was excited. I hope that when we write teams next time, when we write SACMEC next time, Free State will be number one again.
Jalo ka ha sa eso Sesotho se ke se tsho hore thupa e kojwa e sa le metsi mme ke hona mona mo tsohle di qalang teng at a primary level re lebohisa bohle ba fumaneng digao tsatsing la kajeno re re pele ya pele la ka lebitso ke Neo Phutane go tswa Hlasela TV le tlisetswa ke Bombenero Investments ha mmoho le mmuso wa province ya Freistata.